Hey everybody, hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. I'm out over at brother-in-law's place, sister's place, doing a little bit of edge feathering and some hinge cutting, some just cutting trees down, trying to get some browse down to the deer's level. We are deep already with snow here in Minnesota, so we want to get some food down for the deer. What we got going on here is there's a food plot right here. You can see the deer stand, it's right up in that pine there. There it is. And it's only a 15-acre chunk of land, but definitely if you needed 15 acres, the type of 15 acres you'd want to have, because there are good deer here. So what we did is we did a little edge feathering around the food plot here. You can see we left a hole right there. We got, look at all this. Deer are just going to be all over this. There was not much for woody browse here, but one of the main trails coming out is right there. We did hinge a little along the trail, kind of make a travel corridor, and we left openings so they can get off the trail if they need to, so they don't feel boxed in. Did some edge feathering right here, just made a thick wall. When I'm edge feathering, I like to try tip them out towards the food plot if I can. That's not always possible, but most of them we were actually able to tip towards the food plot without losing much food plot. We got probably the main trail they'll take right here. One of our 3 chainsaws we had. And then what we did is there's probably 7-8 acres of timber on this property, and it's low value timber, at least on this side. So we got our edge set up right here, and you can see there's more edge over that way. And then we started, once we got back behind it, we left a little bit of unhinged or uncut timber, but then right back behind all of it we started doing some hinge cutting. And our main goal was to just cut these low value trees. Some of them we would just traditionally fell, others we'd hinge, and just start to make bedding for the deer. Odds are it's going to probably be doe bedding this close to the food. That's okay, so if we can get the does to bed here, then the bucks won't bed too far back behind them. But you can see we got good trails cutting through here, good trails there, down through this. I was able to cut an opening, and it's actually open all the way through there. Cutting over this way. Got a nice out right there. And actually cut up through here. Was already a couple deer beds up in this area. So just enhanced it a little bit. Make it a little bit better. You can see we got awesome side cover. I said not all these trees were hinged. They just cut some of the bigger ones down. It's probably around 0 degrees today, so I wouldn't call it ideal hinge cutting conditions, but it worked pretty well. There's a natural deer bed right there. Alright. Now we got our main trail right here. Here's where the brother-in-law was doing most of his cutting. And we knocked some trees down. We got one lone oak right in the middle here. We're gonna leave that guy. Not much of a crown on it. We'll see if it drops acorns, but it shouldn't really block out much light. You can see, boy, we just went to town in here. Most of our cuts were probably waist high, some lower. We would cut some higher if we had to, just to leave an opening for the deer. Look at how open it is now. I mean, there is a lot of canopy that is gone. And you can see these young stems here. They're all nipped at already. But that should blow up next summer. But yeah, see, there's plenty here that we just cut right off. Now, stump sprout. They're nice and low, 2-3 feet. Got trails cutting out that way. Got trail cutting through here. Plenty of side cover. There's a bunch more we just cut off. another trail cutting up through that way. I'll have to back up. Go out over here. I'd say these trees that we were cutting today, there was some aspen up by the food plot. We were just cutting down. We were edge feathering. In the main area here, it was primarily elm, ash, and box elder. Seem to be maybe a few basswood too. Predominant species. See, we got another escape route out that way. Still, we got really good side cover. You can imagine what it's going to look like once it greens up. It should really thicken up. I mean, just cutting off the trail, there's side cover all over. And the big thing is it's food. I mean, the hinge trees will provide food. The trees we traditionally or conventionally felled, they'll provide food. I mean, our deer are hungry. If I can step off the deer trail here, just to give you an idea how deep it is. I mean, you can see it's definitely knee deep, and there's spots where it's deeper than that. And I'm in the woods right now, so get around the edges, it is deep. But yeah, it was a good day to get out and do this. Like I said, trees would probably hinge a little bit better if it was warmer, but like Jim Brocker says, the best time to hinge cut is when you got a saw in your hand, and it was the opportunity to get out and do this, so we did it. And the ones we hinged did fine. Well, otherwise, we cut a bunch off. Either way, it's getting light to the forest floor, getting that woody regeneration coming, and should create thick bedding for years to come in here. So, hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you get a chance, make sure you get out and enjoy God's creation. God bless.